Nikki. Welcome to San Myshuno. We're still putting down houses and buildings. And in this one, I only have 2 to place down over here in the Spice District. I do have a couple to talk about, and then I have a new build for Windenburg. So let's head over here and replace this karaoke. We're here at the karaoke bar. You know, it's the one that's all open. You'll usually come here for the festivals. They drop you out right here. And I have a one to replace it with. And now you're suddenly at the 90s roller arcade. This is a fixed version of one that I built on console years ago. After I built it, the roof stopped cutting out originally, so now it has a fence around it. You can see the yellow line to make it stay open so that you can see the sky from the rink. I've also gone in and added marbles and hopscotch, and this was pre-infants. So I updated the toddler area to include infants, to have the little tent back here. And originally this comes with the coffee bar, the cafe bar thing, but I put the boba one here. I thought that seemed more fitting. I've updated a couple of the lighting areas, but you come in, we have the play area where you can drop your kids and toddlers. There's the rink. There's a party area over here for birthday parties, which actually shows up in my Not So Berry when I age up the boys. We have a little gaming section over here. I really wish we had more arcade machines. Upstairs, we have some bowling. We have bathrooms. We have private karaoke, and then we also have the big one. Over here, we have the bar. There's rooftop places to sit. Outside, in the original one, this was under the stairs, but I moved it so I could have the little tent, because originally I also had toddler beds, but they can sleep in the tent. I built this when I was stuck living in the city and needed a place for distracting twin toddlers while the mom went and did other things. But there's a standout here you can perform at. We've got the selling table and a selling for the posters, paintings. I put the infant changing table just outside the door here, and I use this for photos. I usually bring my own camera, and you have the subject marks, and then I've got the backdrop, plus this is the one that moves from Myshuno. Yes, the mosquito stuff. You got dumpsters and all sorts of decorations and art that you can graffiti. It's another one of I just filled it with absolutely everything, lots. There's not much to do here. Now we'll go over here and do the other one. You just saw it, but this is that weird little house that's just sitting here. I don't think I've ever actually played in this house. I think it's supposed to look like a former factory. But let's put down my build. Alright, this is the Too Much Gym, but it has all the requirements, like most of my lots, for different lots. So this could also be a spa and an onsen, but it's got everything you need. And it was built around the same time as the roller rink for the same reason. I needed to be able to let that sim do other things while her 2 twins went and played. So it was another drop your kid off and go do stuff. The reason the toys are all out, and this is kind of annoying, but toys and books count as a household-owned item. So in order for all of these toys to make it to you, they have to be placed out, which means that Sims will be coming in here to put them away. So this one's also been updated for infants and toddlers. We have the outdoor play area. I left enough space so they could play in the sand. But for the spa, you come in, here's a little bar. You've got the bathrooms. I've added in the fridges from the refresh, because this was before that. We've got the onsen area with the showers. You can either go one of two ways here. There's also little outside areas. But over here, you've got just like snacks and things. And in this part, there's a couple more fridges. You've got the massage chairs for your manicures, pedicures. There was originally 3. While it does work with that, the Sims are kind of... they're a little dumb. So it works better with 2, so I took out 1. And this one also had more, but it works better with just 1. They have a lot of routing issues with those. We have a spa in here. The meditation stools. Outside there is yoga. I've put in an instructor mat, which we didn't have before. There are those outdoor exits. Upstairs is where the gym is. We've got all your TV, treadmill needs, things to punch, some more bathrooms with showers, outdoor seating. We have your weightlifting and rock climbing. And that's the Too Much Gym. And those are also the only builds I have. But I have a couple I want to chat about. Alright, we're over at the other karaoke place. And while I actually really like the outside of this building, I think it's fun. I don't like that the inside has the old school tricks still of being not platforms, but this is actually up on a foundation and this is just the ground. I would have liked that they went in and just fixed that, but they did not. But this, I want to turn into a clothing store because this is the fashion district. So I want this to be both a clothing store and a photo studio. So I've got it named for us, and then we'll just go out and talk about the other couple things. And we can be here on the map for that. I'm gonna keep this an art gallery. I have thought about moving it here, but you only have a couple penthouses, and I don't want to take that. I really dislike the building, but I have not decided how I wanted it to look. So that's another thing I have to work on. And I don't think we need this gym. I have one. It's too much, but I have one. I have done a bank here before, just turning the building into a bank. I've had it as offices, which I think might be a good idea to have like some offices that are some type of community lot, or have a restaurant. But if it's a restaurant, I'm not certain if I want to do the lounge up here as the restaurant or this down here as the restaurant. But I suppose that's future Nikki problem. Let's go to Windenburg and I'll show you that build I did. So here on the Bjergsen lot, I have a couple different versions of this because I have one for the Bjergsens in my rotation because I use their money for it. But this is the finished one. They did not have enough money for everything. It is a 1700s French plan that I adjusted here and there. Let's go in here. So it's built to meet the 1700s instead of having a lot of modern stuff. You come in, you have a parlor. There are a lot of little hallways. And here we have the dining room. Extra large table, a bar. And, oh, yeah, there it is. Let's say, and there is a off-the-grid chandelier attached to a regular light. because I like the way the light looks with the colors. Over here we have the sitting drawing room. I can't believe I had to go look this up. I made it into an office since a lot of times this would have been where the menfolk did their stuff. And it was basically in the evening, too. Usually it would have had a bar, things like that. But this is our office. And here is the china cabinet, which was listed as such. I know that there's a couple different china cabinet rooms where sometimes they were for China and sometimes they were for stuff from China, depending on what it was. And here, this is supposed to be the housekeeper's room, so the maid's quarters. We have the kitchen, and here is the pantry. And I love having a pantry so you can lock your fridge away. Keep out both gluttons and cake makers. They have a little yard out here. And I put planters in the yards because I thought that made sense. You have the little exit room too. I can't remember the names of anything right now, so I give up. We have a bathroom, which definitely would not have had quite as much indoor plumbing, but I was using this for the Bjergsens too, so this is the butler's room. Unfortunately, in The Sims, you can't get both. You can, however, get a butler and have a robot who could do nanny stuff and cleaning and all the other stuff you need. Here is the laundry, or the washroom. And since it was 1700s, we have it all old school, but feel free to change that. We have a couple sets of stairs to go up with. We have what's Elsa's room, a main bedroom, and this is the room I used for Sophia. There is a storage room, a dressing room, where I put a creepy mannequin in period style dress. Over here we have one blank guest chamber, the nursery, and pretty much everything has a fireplace. We have another bathroom at the end of the hall here. I used the squatty potty. I thought it might make it a little more realistic. A playroom. This was just listed as another, like, bedroom chamber. I was like, we'll make it a playroom. That makes more sense to me. And another empty chamber, so you can use it for bedroom or whatever. And that is a 1700s house. This is the one I want to use for my merchant barons, so they are meant to have kind of a big, prestigious house. That's all I have for you this time for the base save. My voice has been so bad this whole thing. So until next time, bye-bye!